Hello, friends. How are you doing? This is my first go live on YouTube, and I'm trying to just figure out. It's been, I think, 2 days. I'm really trying to figure out how to go live. I hope I'm audible and things are good. So basically, what I wanted to start with is. Some really good advice, some startup advice in terms of how do you start something and how things start rolling when you think of an idea, right? Because what happens is a lot of times, we don't really know what we really want, right? That's where the problem really starts because we're trying to understand, we come across some problem, and then we think we know a solution, and then we jump on the solution bandwagon, right? And after that, one thing after the other, you start doing. You start thinking of a name for the business, and then you start buying a domain name, and then you start doing social media pages for it and all of that, and then the next thing that you know is you're already there. But have you really figured out, is the solution really what people want? Right? Building something that people don't want is what is happening all the time. A lot of people just build things because they think that this is the greatest solution, this is the solution to this problem. But is that the real solution, right? Is it needs to be understood properly, right? So you need to understand the problem properly. You need to understand who the problem is for, right? So if you can't understand that, um, it's going to be very difficult. You're going to keep bumping into a lot of problems, thinking that it is a solution, but it's really not. Eventually you'll know that things are really not working out, right? So the whole thing here is about understanding the problem well, and once you know the problem well, then you start with an MVP. In the sense, you start with one small part of the problem. You don't try to solve the whole problem, right? Let's say, for example, we'll talk about the job market, for example, right? So there are a lot of people who don't have jobs right now, right? Because of the pandemic that's happened and all of that. And you start working on a website or an app that really solves the problem for people who are looking for jobs. But how do you do that, right? What is the real problem? Why are people losing jobs? What is that that we need, and all of that, right? So you need to really understand. You need to talk to a lot of people. You need to actually also find out, is there really a need for you to build such an app or such a website or such a technology, such a platform, and then you can think of doing things, right? For example, you can start with one industry. Right? You don't have to cater to all the industries. You just have to start with one single industry, and then once you're done with that industry, once you understand the whole industry, then the problems in that and the problems that people are facing and all of that, then you can kind of put together things, right? Go deeper, not horizontal, right? So that's the whole idea, and I just want to bring this to your notice that there's a lot of things that can be done around uh, building a platform, but you need to understand the problem very well. If you don't understand the problem, then there's a big problem, right? So I'm going to keep this live for very short. I think for 5 minutes. That's it, because this is my really first live on this channel, and I know there's no audience here. It is never supposed to be like that, but I think it's going to record and it's going to bring people to the channel. See you in the next live stream. And until then, Thank you for listening to me. Yeah, take care.